So this form of exercise is the best form of exercise for many reasons. And one of the reasons it gives the athletes an edge, one of the reasons it's going to give you an edge on your day, physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, one of the reasons it does that is because not so much, well, definitely what's happening in high intensity, but what's also happening in recovery time. The more you do it, the stronger you will get. I don't know whether this has ever got easy. It's certainly easier than when I first started, but it's the recovery time shortens. So your recovery time is your fitness indicator.
Have you noticed everyday movements becoming a bit more challenging? Perhaps standing up from your favorite seat requires more effort, or a simple walk feels more tiring than it used to. You're not alone in this experience. After the age of 60, our legs can naturally begin to lose strength, sometimes so gradually we barely notice. One day we're navigating stairs with ease, the next we're relying more on the handrail. This can be frustrating, but it's important to understand that significant loss of leg strength isn't an inevitable consequence of aging and doesn't have to define your future. The good news is that weak legs are not a foregone conclusion. With the right approach, often simpler than you might think, you can maintain and even rebuild strong, stable legs, ready for all the activities you enjoy, from travel to playing with family to simply moving around your home with confidence. In this discussion, we'll explore 6 often overlooked reasons why your legs might be weakening and, more importantly, how to actively address these factors. You won't need a gym or strenuous workouts. We'll focus on practical, manageable strategies that fit into your life.
Because the muscles are so weak, and they're weak through lack of use, they're weak through lack of hydration, they're weak through lack of proper nourishment, they're weak through not being able to rest at night. So here we have it, tick, 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 all of these. They're weak because we're not getting the sunshine to get the vitamin D, to allow all the minerals into the cell. So all of that. They're mouth breathing, so they're not getting enough oxygen.
Maintaining leg strength after 60 is paramount for preserving your independence and overall well-being. Strong legs support essential daily activities without assistance, rising from chairs, getting in and out of the bath, and walking comfortably. These seemingly small abilities are crucial for self-sufficiency. Furthermore, strong leg muscles are a vital defense against falls, which pose a greater risk as we age. Well-developed thigh and hamstring muscles aid in regaining balance, while strong calf muscles help control descent if you stumble. Adequate leg strength also makes it easier to get up after a fall, significantly reducing the risk of serious injury. Your legs also play a key role in healthy circulation. The calf muscles act as a secondary heart, pumping blood back up the body. Weakened leg muscles can contribute to swelling in the lower limbs and increased fatigue during standing. Maintaining leg strength helps prevent blood from pooling. Additionally, the large muscle groups in your legs are metabolically active, utilizing glucose during movement, which helps regulate blood sugar levels. Preserving leg muscle mass supports healthy insulin sensitivity, an increasingly important function as we age.
In other words, whether you're 9 or 90, you can have a strong, fit, healthy body. It's not a bad idea to Google 100-year-old athletes and just have a look at what they're doing, because no one here is actually 100. My offsider, Amelia, who worked with me for 5 years, she's a naturopath. She got married. She had a little app on her phone, just a photo of 2 women. Both of them were 80. One of them was overweight, hunched over with a walking stick, and the other one, she had like a sports bra crop top on and then jogging pants on, and you could count her abdominal muscles. She was, both of them were 80.
Ignoring the decline of leg strength can have significant repercussions. Initial minor difficulties with mobility can progress to needing assistance for basic tasks. slight balance issues can evolve into a fear of falling, limiting your engagement in life. Reduced physical activity leads to further muscle loss, creating a negative cycle. However, research consistently demonstrates that improvements in leg strength are achievable at any age, even well into our later years. Targeted strength training can restore lost functional abilities. Regular physical activity also helps maintain the crucial communication pathways between your brain and your leg muscles. Think about the activities your legs enable: playing with loved ones, exploring new places, and living comfortably in your own home. These are invaluable aspects of life that deserve our attention and care. Understanding the underlying reasons for age-related leg weakness is the first step toward proactive management. The natural aging process affects our muscles, nerves, and joints in specific ways. Recognizing these changes empowers you to take appropriate countermeasures. With the right knowledge and consistent effort, you can preserve your leg strength and independence for years to come. The notion that weakness is an unavoidable part of aging is simply not accurate. While some physiological changes do occur, significant loss of strength and mobility is often more attributable to reduced activity than age itself. By actively caring for your legs, you can maintain an active, independent lifestyle throughout your later years. In the following section, we will detail 6 key factors contributing to the decline of leg strength after 60. This understanding will provide clarity on what happens to your muscles and joints as you age, and more importantly, equip you with the knowledge to take specific actions to maintain and even rebuild your strength. Your legs support you every day. They deserve the same attention you give to other vital aspects of your health. With proper understanding and consistent maintenance, they can continue to serve you well for many years to come. The time to act is now, before minor weaknesses become major limitations. The power to maintain your mobility and independence resides within your legs. Your choices today will significantly influence your movement capabilities tomorrow. This isn't about resisting aging, but about maximizing your current potential. Your future mobility hinges on the actions you take now.
God designed that this living machinery be in daily activity, and in that activity is its preserving power. So what's a preservative? It's something that stops you going bad or off. And when I meet people in their latter years of life who are looking very good, I already know they must be exercising. And remember, muscle knows no age. Whether you're 9 or 90, you can have strong muscles.
Factor 1. The gradual loss of muscle mass. One of the primary reasons for feeling weaker legs is a subtle process of muscle loss that typically begins around age 30 and continues gradually over time. By the time we reach 60, we may have experienced a significant reduction in muscle mass. This decrease makes tasks that were once effortless require more exertion. The change is often so gradual that we attribute it simply to getting older, but it's important to know that this muscle loss can be mitigated and even reversed with the right strategies. Factor 2. The slowing of nerve signals. Another contributing factor is the slowing of communication between your brain and your leg muscles. Nerve signals that instruct your muscles to move don't travel as quickly as they once did. This can manifest as slight delays in your movements, a feeling of your foot not lifting quite as high, or a momentary hesitation before taking a step. This slower nerve conduction also affects balance, as the automatic adjustments your body makes to maintain stability become less rapid. However, just as we can train our muscles, we can also improve these neural pathways through specific exercises.
So the other is early nights. Your legs need a good 8 hours. So you want these legs elevated for 8 hours a night. And whenever the legs are painful, you can do an ice massage. What ice massages do is they greatly reduce the inflammation, and if you can reduce the inflammation, you reduce the swelling, and you reduce the pain. Most pain is due to inflammation. So maybe you've been on the legs longer than you should have been. Maybe the footwear is not the great. Maybe it just happened you're on the cement all day. You've had a long day, you didn't have a good night the night before, and they're aching. Well, elevate them, and while you're elevating them, just massage with ice.
Factor 3. Reduced joint mobility. The joints in our legs, particularly the knees and hips, can experience changes over time, becoming less fluid and more stiff. The lubricating fluid within the joints may decrease, and the cartilage cushioning the bones can thin. This can lead to stiffness, especially upon waking or after periods of rest, and discomfort during movement. Reduced joint mobility can alter how we move, often leading to shorter steps and less bending, which in turn can weaken the surrounding muscles. Gentle, controlled movement can actually help improve joint mobility and reduce stiffness.
Exercise is very, very important to move the blood and the lymph through the legs. Our venous system is the system that takes blood away from the extremities back to the heart. The arterial system takes the blood away from the heart to the extremities. So you don't get varicose arteries, do you? You get varicose veins. So it's the system that goes back up to the heart, and that's a long way away from the heart. And we have a second heart, and that second heart is designed to pump the venous system, and that's our calf muscle. So basically just springing on your toes like this, just that springing action is causing your calf muscles to flex, relax, and that gets the blood back up to the heart.
Factor 4. Less efficient blood circulation. As we age, our circulatory system can become less efficient at delivering oxygen and nutrients to our muscles and removing waste products. This can lead to your legs feeling tired more easily, even during activities you used to handle without issue. You might also experience a feeling of heaviness in your legs after standing for extended periods. Impaired circulation can also affect muscle recovery after activity. However, there are simple and enjoyable ways to improve circulation at any age, benefiting not just your legs, but your overall health. Factor 5. A less precise balance system. Our sense of balance, which relies on inner ear sensors, vision, and proprioception, the sense of our body's position in space, can become less sharp with age. This can lead to subtle changes in how we move to compensate for feeling less stable, such as taking shorter steps and tensing muscles. Over time, this can limit the full range of motion in our legs and contribute to weakness. Specific balance exercises can help retrain and sharpen this system, leading to greater confidence and stability, which in turn supports leg strength.
Something else that the rebounder can help, and that is balance. A lot of people say my balance is not good. Now your balance is set by the bottom of your feet and the intricate little mechanisms in your ears. So when you rebound, and if you're not sure, remember, just start like this, and if you need to get something to hold on to, certainly do. But when you're rebounding, the bottom of your feet and your mechanisms, your ears, are constantly adjusting. It helps with your balance, and of course the better you get at it, the higher you can leap.
Factor 6. An increased sensitivity to inactivity. As we get older, our bodies become more sensitive to periods of inactivity. Whereas a few days of rest might not have had a significant impact in our younger years, after 60, even short periods of reduced movement can lead to noticeable decreases in leg strength. Muscles can begin to weaken relatively quickly when they are not being used regularly. This highlights the importance of maintaining consistent, even if light activity to signal to our muscles that they are still needed.
designed that this living machinery be in daily activity, and in that activity is its preserving power. So what's a preservative? It's something that stops you going bad or off. And when I meet people in their latter years of life who are looking very good, I already know they must be exercising. And remember, muscle knows no age. Whether you're 9 or 90, you can have strong muscles.
Rebuilding and maintaining your leg strength. Practical strategies. Now that we understand the factors contributing to weaker legs after 60, let's focus on practical and easily implementable strategies to prevent further decline and regain lost strength. These approaches prioritize incorporating movement into your daily life without requiring strenuous workouts or specialized equipment. Simple yet effective exercises. Chair-assisted squats. Using a stable chair for support, slowly lower your hips as if you are going to sit down, lightly touching the chair seat, and then push back up to a standing position. Aim for 8 to 10 repetitions. As your strength improves, you can gradually reduce your reliance on the chair. This exercise effectively targets the large muscles in your thighs and buttocks, essential for standing and walking. Standing calf raises. Holding onto a sturdy surface for balance, slowly rise up onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels as high as is comfortable. Hold this position for a moment, then slowly lower your heels back down. Repeat 10 to 12 times. This simple exercise strengthens your calf muscles, which are crucial for balance and efficient walking. Seated or standing marches. While seated or standing, lift one knee towards your chest, then lower it and repeat with the other leg, alternating in a marching motion. Continue this for 1 to 2 minutes. This gentle movement improves circulation and engages the muscles in your hips and thighs. Ankle pumps. While sitting or lying down, move your feet up and down at the ankle, pointing your toes towards your head and then towards the floor. Repeat this 15 to 20 times. This helps to improve blood flow in your lower legs and maintain flexibility in your ankles. Integrating movement into everyday activities. Beyond specific exercises, look for opportunities to incorporate more movement that strengthens your legs throughout your day. Embrace stairs. When possible, choose the stairs over elevators or escalators. Start at a comfortable pace and gradually increase the number of steps you tackle. Increase your walking. Make a conscious effort to walk more. This could be short walks around your home or neighborhood, or parking slightly further away from your destinations. Stand regularly. If your routine involves prolonged sitting, set reminders to stand up and move around for a few minutes every hour. This helps maintain muscle activity and promotes better circulation. Engage your legs. While carrying, when lifting and carrying items like groceries, focus on using your leg muscles for support and stability. The power of consistency. Remember that the key to success is consistency. Aim to incorporate these simple exercises and movement strategies into your routine several times each week. Listen to your body and gradually increase the repetitions, duration, or intensity as you feel your strength improving. Even small, consistent efforts can lead to significant and lasting benefits in your leg strength, mobility, and overall quality of life.